Hey everyone, this is Derek Bros with the Conscious Resistance Network, and today we're going to talk about 5G and Q Anon. It's been a while since I've done a video on Q Anon. I've done two before. If you haven't seen those, I'll put them in the video description below, informing you why you shouldn't be following the Q Anon BS, LARP, the PSYOP as it is. And if you're still following at this point, then I guess you're probably not going to get the message I'm about to share with you, but hopefully some of you are still listening. Before we do that, though, I want to remind you guys to bookmark theconsciousresistance.com. You can get all of our latest content right here, and you can sign up for our email newsletter, which I actually just sent out this morning. So if you want to get that every week and you want to see our latest articles, you want to see our latest content, videos, interviews, etc., you are going to want to bookmark theconsciousresistance.com as well as follow us on minds.com. So, as I said, I've been talking about this for a while now. I've done previous videos about QAnon, and basically after, like I do with a lot of topics, after hearing about it for so long, I basically just eventually decide, all right, I got to say something about this. And that's what happened with Q. It was just going on and on and on. I did an interview with Mark Passio where we talked about that. I did this video called The Problem with QAnon, David Wilcock and Benjamin Fulford, talking about how these people essentially ask their followers and their supporters to blindly follow and to trust them no matter what they say, no matter what they do, and to just trust the plan, right? And then I did this video disproving QAnon evidence, and I did another one regarding Michael Flynn, QAnon, and D5, which many of them interpreted as December 5th when they thought mass arrests were going to take place. But what I want to focus on is something from this other video I did, disproving QAnon evidence number 1, where I looked at a channel called Edge of Wonder and how they, along with David Wilcock and others, are really pushing hard to promote this QAnon nonsense, as I consider it. And basically that the ideas they're pushing forth were, again, just to trust them. So here's their video right here, QAnon 7 facts the MSM won't admit. And if you watch this video, I mean, it's really garbage. Like, these guys, their channel has blown up massively, unfortunately. They're not that great of researchers, although they portray themselves to be. They have good quality production, so people like it. It looks like, you know, Saturday morning cartoon you're watching, and it's entertaining. It's bright, you know, it's colored and all this stuff, but their research is crap. I mean, I've tried to comment to let them know that, hey, ultimately you guys are hurting the truth movement by putting out such garbage, but they don't care. These people, maybe they're motivated by money. Maybe they just don't care and they're loose with the facts because they don't consider themselves journalists. And I think this is kind of the problem with some YouTubers who don't consider themselves journalists. They basically feel like there's no, there's no problem with just saying whatever garbage they want. Nobody's going to hold them accountable. And I'm trying to at least do that and bring some truth into these, the research community. However, it's been months now. It's April 5th now that they put out this video. That last video was back in September. And I think that video for them actually came out over the summer of last year. So almost a whole year later, and they're still talking about garbage. This time, it's in relation to 5G. They've put out 2 5G videos now, which I was like, okay, I talk about 5G, so let me see what they're talking about. They have this one up here in the right-hand corner. You can see 5G technology results that will literally melt your heart. And along with the garbage research they're doing in there, they're literally telling people that 5G will make you grow an extra head or your arms will fall off. Like, the dude says it several times. Rob says it several times. And sure, maybe he's joking. I don't know. But he says it enough that I'm sure someone took it seriously. And this second part of their video, Huawei, which is the Chinese company that's kind of in the race to 5G against American companies, joins the dark side against the alliance. And if you're unfamiliar with these terms, the alliance is allegedly, according to David Wilcock and other quote-unquote insiders, is the good guys within government who are fighting against the Illuminati, fighting against the dark side, and who are, working from inside to save the day. And so we should all just trust the plan and don't worry about actually doing anything in your life. Don't actually opt out of the systems and unplug and build a better tomorrow. Just trust the plan, right? That's what they say. So obviously I have an issue with that. But even more than that issue, I have with that, I have this. I'm just going to show you a clip from their video, and you can you'll hear for yourself what they're proposing. Check this out.
On top of that, they'll have access to more money to fund the development together. So the Sprint-T-Mobile merger also propels America to the forefront of 5G and solidifies our leadership in technology.
In March 2019, Trump blocked Broadcom's hostile takeover bid for Qualcomm because they potentially pose a national security threat.
On February 21st, 2019, Trump tweeted that he wanted 5G and even 6G technology in the United States as soon as possible.
Certain folks following the QAnon movement have decoded the meaning of the tweet to mean that the Trump administration is rolling out a new, safer version of 5G.
So for those of you that have been confused on why Trump has been so strongly advocating this, it's because they figured out how to roll it out while reversing the deep state's 16 plan year to destroy America.
The deep state hoped to implement a dangerous and weaponized version of 5G that would harm people and jeopardize our freedom, peace, and way of life.
The huge military spending bill is not only quietly funding the construction of the physical wall on the southern border, but also safe 5G infrastructure for America.
If the US can develop a safe version of 5G, I mean, that's awesome news, right? We know a lot of you guys have asked us about how you can protect yourself and your family from 5G.
That news should reassure everyone on most of the harmful effects of 5G that we discussed in the previous episode.
Okay, so you guys just heard this. These guys literally are saying that Trump has developed a safe version of 5G. And what were their sources for this claim here? Let's go back to that. Well, they said some people have interpreted
access to more money to fund
Trump's tweet. Now, I talked about this. I actually did a video a few weeks back saying that Trump embraces 5G technology despite the growing health concerns. Well, wouldn't you know it, the QAnon crowd, they deciphered the tweet, and according to that tweet, Trump is actually working with the military. So here's the tweet they're showing on screen, where he clearly says, I want 5G and 6G technology in the United States as soon as possible. It is far more powerful, faster, and smarter. American companies must step up their efforts, right? So these, I don't know what the heck you want to call them, these guys claim, and here's their website. Here's this link to this website, the 5G message from the Maestro Decoded. And this is coming from ADN News National. And look at this, the decoded message. According to that tweet, this is what he's really saying. Pursuing their 16-year plan to destroy America, our former treasonous political leaders, in collusion with our enemies, have knowingly imported altered specification steel in an effort to weaken our military. They were hoping to use this same model to implement a dangerous and weaponized version of 5G that would have caused tremendous harm to the American people and heavily jeopardized our freedom, peace, and way of life. The equation I had to solve was either to take the risk of closing America to this technology and let the world and our enemies beat us to it, or to find a way to implement it safely. Seeing how the Democrats behaved with the urgent need to change our immigration laws, I realized that the regulatory approach would be a dead end. I have therefore decided to put our best friends in our best minds in the most advanced fields of biology and technology to work to develop a set of protections against all known weapons and armies from all dimensions. Using my prerogatives, I have quietly financed this operation through the military spending bill and gave this set of protections the general name, the Wall. So they're saying that the wall, when he talks about that, it's not actually about the wall. The giant military budget that's going to be used to bomb people all over the world, it's not actually about that. It's about secretly creating a safe version of 5G to save us from enemies and armies from all different dimensions and to stop those pesky Democrats and those deep state insiders, of course, because Trump is the good guy in this version of reality. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, these guys, again, 352,000 subscribers, 58,000 views on this video, and I'm sure it's going to keep growing because they have a big following. The video is only a couple days old. And you go to this website, ADN News. Like, it's a garbage website. It's somebody's blog that they picked up and looked into. And I've commented to them before about posting sources. And here, they actually at least posted some sources here, right? But it's not like, I mean, these aren't valid sources. This isn't like, I don't know. I mean, it's just, again, trust us. We looked into it. Trump is a good guy. Everything's going to be safe. Don't worry. Thankfully, at least a few of their subscribers and commenters have seen through this BS. I don't believe there is a good 5G. I don't care who gets 5G first. It's dangerous. Somebody says, I don't think Trump wants it pushed out. I think he wants us to provide our own technologies, not our enemies. Can we trust anyone, though? No, you can't. Trump says he wants 5G, but we assume he means safe 5G. Yeah, no, that's not enough to go on. No facts to back that up. We really can't trust anyone without proper proof. So trust the plan always sounds suspicious. Rather not trusting but finding truth individually. Yeah, I'm going to have to hear the science behind safe 5G before I buy into it. So, people are actually questioning them about this, which is a good thing, but I doubt they will respond to it. They typically don't. They assume that everybody is, out to get them, or they're just a hater. But here's the website: American Digital News, 5G Q decode by Serial Brain 2. So just some random YouTuber is claiming, or some random person on the internet is claiming that they decoded the message. I told you to watch the date, 2/21/2019. A major bomb went off yesterday. Nuclear level? Did you catch it? This is a silent war. Silent but deadly. I mean, this is garbage. Like, can you find the nuclear code? And so they go through here. They're trying to decipher the tweets, and they think that there's a hidden code in here and blah. I mean, you can follow this if you want. If you think there's truth to this, go and look into it. I already have. It's bullshit, okay? Let's just say it. It's bullshit. And I cannot stand these people. I cannot stand this channel here. I checked them out because they're growing and I want to see what they're pushing. Like I said, they have well-produced videos. They've got like a green screen background. They have a voice announcer. And the whole look and the style of everything is like something you might watch on Saturday morning, like a Saturday morning cartoon, well-produced. But they're not as independent as they might claim. They're very connected to the Epoch Times, and I'm digging more into that to find more. But I definitely can tell that they are not as independent as they might like people to believe. And why? Why won't they just come out and say who's funding them? This guy on the left side of the screen used to write for the Epoch Times and the Epoch Times, and they talk a lot about Falun Gong in China and persecution there. There's some connection, whether their funding is coming from the Epoch Times or whatever. I know they accept Patreon support, and I'm sure they get a lot of money from people who believe in this stuff, but all their videos are trash. I mean, they take good, real issues like 5G, and they inject nonsense in there. They tell people that you're going to grow an extra head and your arm's going to fall off. They tell people that, oh, the version of 5G that's coming to America is safe. Trump made it safe for us. To me, this rings of a psyop of somebody who's being well-funded and out here trying to look like, they're just your friendly neighborhood YouTubers, no agenda. We're just out there looking for the truth. And sure, they say, go ahead and do your own research. But at the end of the day, it's quite clear that their followers are not very discerning and are willing to just swallow the BS that they say, except for maybe a few comments here and there. Guys, Trump is not here to save the day. QAnon is not here to save the day. And there is no safe 5G tech, okay? There is no safe 5G tech. Let's say it again. There is no safe 5G tech going on. 5G is a problem as it pertains to privacy, as it pertains to health, as it pertains to your general sovereignty and the ability to think for yourself and to live for yourself and to not have to have technology forced onto you. If you're new to this, I've done dozens of videos. You can find them on our 5G health and privacy playlist. I've got a new interview coming up with an expert on 5G and the health concerns. These are things that you need to look into, all right? There's no safe version of 5G. Trump is not secretly out there saving the day, and I can't believe people are still buying this QAnon garbage nonsense, and I really hope you guys will share this video with people. Think twice about believing people like this. Go let Edge of Wonder know what you think, and maybe give them some thumbs down and some comments. Maybe they'll listen. I've tried to encourage them and talk to them on their chat and said, guys, I appreciate the production level of what you're doing, but if you really want to reach people, you should make it clear that you're not journalists, or you should link your sources, or you should provide the evidence for what you're digging into. And I guess at least now they're sourcing things, right? They put a link to some random blog, but this random blog doesn't prove what they were claiming, right? So I think at the end of the day, it's up to us individuals to stand up, to rise up, and to question everything, to question me, to question them, and to really think about this, to really think about what we want in this world. Do we want to just swallow garbage from random people, or do we want to actually achieve truth and find truth? That's what I'm after. So if you want to find the truth, you want to keep pursuing the truth, join me, follow the Conscious Resistance Network, follow us on Minds, join our Discord chat, sign up for our text alert list so you can get text messages right to your phone. And I think that's enough for now. Look forward to more videos this week, and until next time, remember, you're powerful, you're beautiful, and you are free, my friends. Peace.